I'm back and I'm answering what Anna. She doesn't want me to say her username, but she wants me to say her name. I can say her name. My name is Anna. And she basically wants me to talk about bullying, how I feel about it, and have I been bullied, and have I ever bullied anybody. Anna, no, I haven't bullied anybody. Have I been bullied? Yes. And I'm also going to tell you that story behind how I feel about it. I've actually been bullied from me growing up, being a big person. I've always been chubby my whole entire life. So, people get really insecure. Like, people just talk shit. Regardless, growing up. I wish I would have knew the stuff that I know now. I wish I would have knew back then. I wish I would have had that type of best friend that would tell me it's okay and stuff like that, instead of me struggling and being depressed and being sad and being mad with the whole entire world, being mad at my parents and stuff like that. I would be like, growing up, I was mad at my parents for letting me get this big and being teased and stuff like that. But it's not their fault. And I know that now. I knew that since I was 18, that it wasn't their fault. So I've been bullied from elementary school to like middle school, like 7th, 8th grade in middle school. And the reason why, like I said, is because I'm a big girl. I've always been chubby my whole entire life. So a lot of people took that on and were just talking shit. So I'm strongly against bullying. I hate it. That's a really strong word to use, but I really hate it. I hate it with a passion. Why do I hate it? Because I don't understand, why would you sit there and in your day, sit there and talk about somebody the whole entire day for some odd years or whatever, some hours or whatever. Like, God knows what that person's thinking, what that person can do to themselves as well as do to you. I see so many things on the news about little kids. I hate to see it. I hate to see little kids less than the age of 10 or anybody committing suicide because they've been bullied. To be honest, I think that's some cruel shit right there. To be honest, that's some cruel shit. Like, who the fuck are you to sit there and talk about me? But like I said, I didn't think that when I was growing up. Okay, I just thought that I wanted to fit in with that's the thing. Like, kids growing up, they want to fit in with everybody else. They want to be friends with everybody else. But then, later on in life, you ain't friends with them half of them people that you trying to be friends with now. Okay, so growing up with being bullied is the hardest thing in the world. I'm not going to say it's easy, because I didn't have anybody there for me but my 2 best friends. But, they really didn't know about my situation but me and my diary. That's the only thing, that's the only that knew about it, was just me and my diary. And then that's when I became into writing, and, my poetry is what helped me through a lot of stuff in my life. So when it comes to bullying, I think that people just want somebody to be there to help them go step by one. That's, you know what I mean? Like step by step. I'm sorry, one by one. But it's just crazy to me. Like, thinking about suicide and thinking about hurting people's, it's a crazy world where we live in, right? It's crazy how people should, like, the stuff that I know now, I wish I would have knew when I was younger. Then I wouldn't care. Like, now I'm just saying, like, okay, people are going to talk about me, so the fuck what? I don't care. Fuck, like, that's how I think now. I don't pay attention when somebody talks about me. Like, somebody called me, like, actually a couple weeks ago, somebody called me a fat, and I was like, yeah, that's a nice thing to say. Thanks. I appreciate that you know your body shapes. I appreciate it. Like, I just give them smart ass comments. They don't know what the hell to say after that. Okay, but getting off of how rude I could be nowadays, but back then, I wish I had somebody to help me get through everything. Like, I was tired of crying. I was tired of, like, being mad at my parents. I was tired of, like, I actually had suicidal thoughts, but You know, it's not worth it. To be honest, it's really not. It's not worth losing your life over what somebody has to say about you. You just gotta accept that people are gonna talk about you regardless. And if somebody could sit up there and tell these kids this, I don't care how young you are, I would honestly tell my kids at 4, 5, 6, 7, I don't care, that you're always gonna be talked about regardless. It's what you answer to. Don't let nobody put you down. You were born to stand out. That's exactly what I'm gonna sit there and tell my child. A lot of people's like, oh, it's okay, you know, you'll get better. No, that doesn't help me. What? Like, people want to bring people, like, kids to the counselors, and no, I don't want to go to a counselor. Counselors can't, if the counselor wasn't bullied, don't tell somebody to sit there and talk to me. Like, I hated that. To be honest, I hated it. I hate when they were telling me to talk to somebody because they had people that went through it. No, I want to talk to somebody who's been through the type of situations that I've been through and talk to me about it. Because if you haven't been through it, how the hell you want to tell me about it? I'm just purely curious on how you're going to put your insight into this. But like I said, the stuff that I'm telling you now, I would have wished I would have knew that later. I mean, before, sorry. But Anna, if you have a friend or you are like that, just be there. Okay, that's all you can do, is be there. Take it day by day. Things will get better. It's the way you put it. Don't ever put somebody's words before your life. Ever. And I wish I could say that to anybody who's going through this. Well, actually, I'm saying it right now. Please don't. I'm strong against that. I really am. Like, I hate it. Oh, man. That was a strong topic. But I hope I answered your question, Anna. And I'll talk to you guys later.